touching me, touching you. Oh, everybody touching, touching you. I wanna run around and say to you that you touch me, that I can too. As if I can make people believe me, and then they won't believe you, and that's all I have to do. Then I go and feel you, and then they will have a talk with you, and then we will say, you must be a bum too, so you must have done it. Oh yeah! The justice system, eh? Now how can you fix such a justice system full of bullshit? What do you mean? People making claims, sending you to court, you know, I can talk about videos about things, wasting people's time, and they vow to make these claims because they just speak. They go, they were touching me, they said this to me, and I feel like this, and now I want to sue. Oh, I want the judge to say I'm right too, so that's why I'm here, wasting more cops time to. What do you reckon? That's why a lot of courts' time get wasted too. And judges are confused and lost and trying to do the right thing on people's words. Now, when it comes to small things and things where people have got evidence and plenty to say, that's what court is there for. To get issues done where the police don't do. To sort out issues the police can't sort out. As they don't want to do their job for you that day. As some of them might walk away and say, I don't want to be here. They're singing this about me, even though it's my job to stay here, right? Stuff like that. How do you get rid of false claims, people? Well, you make sure that before they can do a claim, they need real evidence and a few bits of evidence, like they say at court. You're going to need more than that. You got that evidence? Yeah, they're a liar there. Right? They're a liar there, they're a liar here, they're a liar there. You're calling out half of them with truth that they are, as we ask them for the evidence they said they had and they don't. When they have evidence, they rather just not show it and speak about it, as all they need to do is speak, as their top shit, and have money or just good at manipulating. You see people? Now, what's going around today? People saying, he slept with me. He did this to me. Someone can do that claim really easy. Definitely if people don't have other people around to claim that story that they weren't there. Right? But all they have to do is go to work with some woman late at night and they're by themselves and she can claim that she got raped. Right? And he didn't blow, he used a condom. You see? So easy like that. And just on that claim alone, with no proof, no nothing, no semen, no squat, well, what? They can go to court and all that kind of stuff. Which is sad. Because a lot of these claims could be false. Right? And then they go, no, we'll just make a deal. Well, I know your life's all gone to shit now, so you might want to make a deal just to let it go all the way. That's what these scammers are like doing. Right? Scam away, yeah? With all these false bullshit. So if something was true, right, you would have a lot of evidence. When someone rapes you, you should at least fight. You have to fight back. We've got to teach people out there, when you are getting raped, if you want the court of law to support you, you must do these steps, right? Otherwise, you will become the victim. See how you can educate people? And just educate them. If they don't do these things, well, they're copping a sweep. They weren't raped. They were a wimp and they need to go sort out their wimpness. Obviously, with some education too, and some know-how and some people to show them to stop being a wimp. And you need to step up. And we're here for you. We're in a new world now. We're not in this world of lies. Hopefully, first we've got to get to there too, eh, people? For people to want to trust such a thing, it all needs to work like an engine. And what happens is, with this story, is you have to fight back. You have to show other things and injuries. they will do onto you to do that. You have to give us a little bit more before we go right clean. Right? Unless you were drugged out, then we have to give us reasons of how you got drugged, and if that other person has drugged you, and how would they have got the drugs and stuff like that. It becomes a ridiculous thing, isn't it? That's what today is. It's not about getting facts and evidence. It's about presenting it the right way. That's why they get you to have lawyers, because it's not about the facts and the truth. It's about presenting it. You know? And if you can present it in a certain way, propaganda, whatever way you want, because it's about presenting it, then you win, isn't it? And that sucks. So to fight these spots is, once something's done, we need to learn from, which is what I was telling you about these people claiming these certain things. We need to help to change things so they don't have to claim it. Now we have phones these days that have GPS. So that can help us at court, that they need to bring in on these claims, right? As you can see, people do certain things mostly, unless they plan. And if they plan things, well, good luck. Everyone needs to look harder, because you're going against someone that thinks, right? But when it comes to just quick actions and people that need to heal and can heal, they will just do quick actions and fuck up as they're learning and believe they can get away with things or be different than what they've been taught to do. No? But if we get taught as we're growing up that we can lie and get away with it, well, what's going to happen more? But if we get taught if lies make your life a whole lot worse just by the lie, not by the crime, it's by the lies. Lies should be held as a bad thing. Right? And if you show them that, and how much more worse things can get with lies instead of just getting away with it, then, because people lie and then they don't really get punished, right? Like the government people, how they promise all these promises and then nothing happens, and then 20 years later you can still talk about the same shit we're talking about today as they lie, you see? And they get paid for it. Technically they're ripping the system, they're thieves, as they said they were going to do a job and they didn't, right? Isn't it no worse than a thief? No? They get the bigger money and take everything that they do the job, and they believe someone else should fix it down the road, which does happen sometimes. And then someone else can come along and ruin that and just get selfies and fuck around and go to picnics and go overseas a lot and really get nothing done. And I'm not saying not to do all that. You can do all that while you're working, or you can just do that. No? Depends on how you do things. But you let me know in comments, people, what you think when it comes to court and evidence. Right? We need to change a few things when it comes to how people do claims. Right? Once we've gotten enough evidence, and the police have even said certain things as they've seen evidence too. They say to go get a stack-it, you need to go get these certain people to sign your stack-it, right? As they're meant to be loyal people and honest people and stuff like that. And so they're good to sign your stack-it. It's the same thing with police and getting people's stories and facts right. Then write it down. We don't want opinions and go, well, I believe this, that could be the last resource. His word against their word thing. You know what I mean? But when you want to get serious in this world, we can. And we can allow people to do things like wear cameras. They tell us to have a camera in the car. So the car you can drive around, you can look in back of people's cars, picking their noses and that. Kids carrying on, all private kind of stuff. You go home and download it, but you're allowed to have it in your car. Insurance company fucking tells you to do it. Right? And so we should have to wear helmets down the street when you're in public. And in some areas and in some countries, they record you. You're in public. And when you're in public, you have these public laws. Right? That's when you got to abide by the laws the most, as you're out there and you're not in your little castle. When you're in your castle, you smack kids, you do all these things that are not righteous out in public. The parents do it. Don't say they fucking don't. Right? They're all as bad as each other when it comes to breaking laws and doing things. But we do understand. But we need more evidence before we do these claims, because certain claims and injuries is worse than taking someone's arm if you mentally fuck with them. By lies and shit like that, by saying you can fight something and then you can't. If they just say it just is, like when I went to court about marijuana and I say their test is faulty and I'm a better driver than most people out there and probably some medication drugs that they're allowed to have, or certain things that they do. And I'm here to tell you, because you pulled me over saying I'm a dangerous man and this is your proof of why I'm dangerous. I'm a faulty test, that you can't see me fucking falling out on the ground or anything. You can't even get a police officer to say, yeah, you look stoned, mate, you're not doing this right. They just use a test. Fuck you. And everybody is starting to stand up to that and go, you hypocrite motherfuckers. Now you're ruining people's lives and then they do get on drugs. You see? Now debate me on that doesn't happen. I know for a fact. The mind fucking is worse than stabbing someone and healing. It really is. Right? But if you stab someone, you'll be locked up for 10 years. But if you mind fuck someone, well, you pretty much get away with it. And then they go stab someone and get 10 years. Because your mind fucked them, you see? So people need to get their priorities straight when it comes to laws and certain things out there. And don't have too many chefs in the pot. Don't have too many laws. You can simplify things a little bit more. The more complicated it is, the more likely it's going to break down. True? That's what they say to us about complicated engines. Right? And simple is better. So can't we get the laws a bit more simpler? That if you can't have certain things, you just don't claim. And if there's something real, find out about it. Then you can get the claim later. So if someone raped you, more likely they're going to rape you again. Because a lot of these rape claims, they're their boyfriends and shit. Right? They didn't even get raped. They just wake up, they didn't know, and all this bullshit. So if it happens like that, what you do is you set yourself up, you make it look like you're the same, nothing's happened, and they're more likely going to try again. That's what bad guys do. They'll keep going until they get caught, more likely. Right? They don't get a heart all of a sudden go, shit, that was wrong. They go, shit, I got away with that. Wow. Right? And so they'll keep on going until something stops them from doing it. Till something gives them a punishment. And they might think about stopping, as they don't like the punishment. See, out in the wild, animals, big bad ones, they kill to eat and they take risks. They know what risk can be. It can be their last thing. A big bad cut can get you to have a bad outbreak or something and you die just from broken legs and cuts, right? As you get infected. Right? And so you take right decisions when you can. You pick on easy prey, right? And you don't annoy things. If you can annoy something that's easy, you go do that, and annoy something that's not easy, you see? No, that's how it rolls. But anyway, I can blame all this shit all day long. But you know what? It'll never change, and it never has. Because like I said, there's too many chefs in the pot. We run on money. Money controls the law because it brings out the propaganda and the decision making mostly. You let me know in the background how much all these laws got made by heart and honour only, and science and thinking, or was it made by, I heard all this and this is what they want and this dude had a lot of money and I guess if he's got money it's the best way to go, you know what I mean? But anyway, have a good one, and I thought I'll have a little blab in the shower. Lucky I turned this shower right down to a drizzle because I have a little crappy hot water service. And if people have the shower normally, you'd be lucky to get 2 lots of showers for 5 minutes. And look at the time now, and I was already in here for a few minutes. As I turned down the water and didn't need as much as I needed. You get that kind of thing, and that works like that in many things in the world too. But anyway, we can fix a lot of things by teaching the people what to do from now on. Right, as we're going to change some things, the laws, we're going to start educating the kids and everybody else. This is what you need to do before the law fully changes for a little while. You were all not born under a rock, so after a year this will happen as we start to phase out these things. Right, but we've already got his chewing the jip. We might change now, but if you're not happy, you can always debate with us later on these changes that we believe is guaranteed with science and righteousness. You see, so some things can just go, yeah, that just makes no sense at all. We don't need people to have opinion on that, as we've got science and the Bible and righteousness to show us the answer, you see. Like I talk about when it comes to noise complaint, right? You either have noise complaint or you don't. when it comes to mowing tools and blowing tools. You don't say that you can use your mower and blower between 7 to 7 at night, right, and your power tools, but then when you use it, there's a little loophole and they turn up with a piece of paper, I've got it here, people, for the boys, saying that they're allowed to do this, that your noise complaint is legit, that you're not allowed to blow or do a certain tool, use a pressure washer during the day, if someone's baby is asleep, because that's what I pretty much got told, so that's what happened. Huh? What kind of law is that? That's not righteous. That is just someone who's bigger than you or wants to bully you can, and if they don't, then it's okay. Shit, imagine if we did that to all the businesses. They would get nowhere. That business over the road, turn Port Wing now with a truck, beep, beep, pick up some signs at 3 o'clock in the morning, does it all the time here. Shit, I'm going to call the police, noise complaint. Why don't they get it, police? You come and let me know with a piece of paper why I wouldn't be able to do that if I had a baby. Someone's done it to me, I can give you a video of views and someone giving that claim. What do you reckon? I love to hear your debate, but you know what? I believe you're all chicken shit. And when things go wrong, you just run off and hide. But you love to bully. Have a good one out there, everybody. And let me know in comments what you think. Because the debate is speech and speaking back before any harsh things. But we know the real world. People can sue and shit without even speaking to me because of this clip. That's one thing I could show that we can get rid of that's just a law of bullshit and not righteous. Have a good one and see you later.